Hi, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this academics vid. So he's speaking on Meg announcing new deal with Warner Music Group. I think she's like owning her masters or something like that, from what I saw from a headline on IG. So he's gonna talk more about that. He has a lot of industry knowledge, so he's probably gonna give us some specifics in regards to that. And his video says W question mark, and I did catch a little bit of his take on the situation, and he thinks that Nicki won this whole rap beef situation, and I don't agree with that personally. I think that Meg won in this situation. I feel like even though her song wasn't a direct diss to just Nicki, it was pretty much a diss to everybody, to the men who have been speaking on her, to the free Tory fans, Nicki, other rap girls. So yeah, I just feel like that line was just way more effective than Nicki's whole dedicated diss track towards Meg. So I think she won in the end, and now she has this new deal where she's allegedly owning her own masters. So I think that's a W. I feel like in the end, Nicki just looked very pressed and very bothered by everything, and she just brought so much more attention to Meg's song. She brought so much attention. Even people who probably wouldn't have even streamed the song or even cared to, she talked about it for a whole week straight. So they probably were like, you know what? Let me go check it out. She's this mad about it. Let me go listen for myself and hear what this is about. So she gave Meg so much free promo. Gave her all this free promo and free clout. She was clearly pressed about it. Meg got under her skin, and Meg stayed quiet, and now she's owning her masters. So I think that's a W for sure. But Ack has this, I feel like this old school mindset, like, oh, this is rap beef, and Meg didn't respond, so she lost. And I'm just like, no, I don't agree with that at all. I just feel like in the end, Meg technically won. But anyway, let's hear what he has to say about this. Let's watch.
No, we gotta make this sound. We gotta give her some congratulations. Hey, listen, we're not really into it with her like that. Again, we try to focus on the music if it's just music time. If it's other time, it's other time. Now, recently, y'all know she went into a back and forth with Nicki Minaj. I've said this, and I'm still gonna stand on exactly what I said. Nicki Minaj has won this beef by TKO. Okay, we gave her 4 days to respond. She didn't want to respond. She said She said bitches were scared to address her, but she not responding when they did address her. So you lost. So by default, she lost the rap battle.
She didn't say she gonna respond right away if bitches address her. That's not what she said. And even like I said, in rap battle terms, I still feel like Meg's song was more effective. And the fact that it wasn't even a direct Nicki diss, it was more so like I said, her dissing everybody. It was only like one or two lines dedicated to Nicki. The fact that it got way more praise than Nicki's dedicated diss song, I feel like that says a lot, because Nicki said way more about her. She took a lot more shots. She was way more, direct in her disrespect towards Meg, but it still wasn't as effective. So Meg beat her in such an effortless way. So I feel like that's a W. Aside from this whole master situation, which of course this paints a bigger picture, and I feel like gives her the W even more so. But just based on the songs alone, Meg did it without much effort, and it was super effective. Nicki tried very hard, it seems, and it wasn't as effective. So
she was Nicki Minaj. Unfortunately, she was actually rewarded by losing because it's looked better for her on a PR level by not responding. She got to drop a song talking shit. Nicki went so crazy. It actually has Meg looking like the victim, has Meg trying to complete her arc of being like
she looks like the victim.
Some type of sympathy
the winner.
or victim of whatever. So I think it's worked.
I don't
for
see
her.
anybody feeling
and
sorry
I think
for her.
That's why she didn't respond back to Nicki. She lost the beef to me, but in terms of PR, I think she got the favorable outcome in that. Anyway, she did put up on Twitter, "Thank you, God. Hotties today, history was made. Today, I signed a distribution deal with my new family, Warner Music, where I maintain my independence as an artist and I own my masters in publishing. This is the first deal of its kind. I hope
Oh,
artists are slow to come up, or even artists who are already established never get discouraged by the obstacles that come with this industry. Even with the odds against me, I fought for myself. The hotties fought for me, and Rock Nation fought for me. I'm forever grateful. Let's keep running it up. Hotties, shout to Mama Holly. I know she's guiding me through all of this.
good
By the
for
way, if
her.
you look back at her deal, 300 Records. So 300 Records was actually
Was she at
acquired. So she
360?
was signed to 300 Records. She's making it seem like some really new record deal that she just signed. It looked like she just read up and got some more money. That's it. So she's saying she signed a distribution deal with her new family. No, it's not your new family. Well, I guess it's your new family, but it's what your old family turned into. So you were signed through 300. 300 got acquired by Warner in 2021. They got acquired for 400 million. So it was merged with Elektra to create the umbrella label 300 Elektra. But here's the thing: after all the bullshit that happened with Carl Crawford, from what I understand, it was always understood. Like, and by the way, that's what I heard as well was gonna potentially happen with Gunna, which we haven't seen that manifest yet. That we're gonna see Warner, the parent label, kind of get those acts. They clearly now have Meg. They also have NLE Chopper, by the way, too, I believe. And I thought the Gunna thing was gonna happen, but Gunna's actually playing ball with YSL, and YSL's playing ball with him. They're not preventing any of his releases. They're not hating on him. They're still tweeting out his stuff. So whatever people think that Thug thinks about him, or whatever the family thinks about Gunna, they're not preventing him from having his career. This is why he's still within the system of YSL, and even though 300 was acquired, I guess his music, I guess, would come out under 300 Electra. Let me see what's on Gunna's. Why is? Let me see. Gunna. I just want to see what he's been releasing records under recently. Yeah, Gift and a Curse.
Boy, we don't care
Yeah,
about
it
Gunna.
still says 300 Entertainment, which is pretty much this thing. Okay, all right. Yeah, so he's staying put. Don't know what'll happen with the impending trial for YSL. If Thug gets convicted, does he still stay down? If he becomes free, does he still stay down? Because at that point, Thug could say whatever he want about Gunna. Like, the whole conversation about Gunna these days is that Young Thug just can't say anything, and he's sent smoke signals to some of his homies like he don't fuck with him, but he can't really publicly do anything. So, all right. Anyway, Meg with this deal, I'm actually surprised she didn't fight a little bit more to go to Rock Nation. Rock Nation has done so much for her, but I do think she's so locked in with them on management. They're always going to be family. You have to realize that without Rock Nation, she'd still be with Carl Crawford. Without Rock Nation guiding her through all of this shit with Tory, it could have been really bad. And yeah, I think she's going to be locked in Rock Nation for a long while to come. And if you ask me, if she's saying she signed a distribution deal, that's a pretty good deal for her in her favor. Yes, she's going to own her masters, but it's going to be closely mirroring. I know she said it's a first deal of its kind.
I don't know what that means.
That could be very specific to exactly the details of the deal, but on surface level or on face value, it looks like she signed the deal that 21 Savage signed with Epic. You own your own masters because you already had your masters from previous, and you never really signed into the major label system as an artist that was in a full royalty contract. So when you do have some leverage, they give you damn near a distribution deal. That percentage you get to determine.
If I was Meg, though, I would have already had my album ready to go. It's like you knew dropping this song would get a lot of people to talk. So I feel like her dropping her album very shortly after would have definitely contributed to way more sales than, let's say, if she releases it in like a few months or whatever the case. So yeah, I wish she would have capitalized off of that, and especially with Nicki ranting and raving. Like, girl, that's album sales. or album streams or whatever. Because people are like, oh, what else did she say about Nicki? Did she say anything else? Let me listen to every song. You feel me? So I feel like that could have definitely benefited her, but it is what it is. We'll see how it goes when she drops her album. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.